தமிழ தாகத்தை அந்த சுடரை கொண்டு செல்ல வேண்டிய கடமை எமது மக்களிடையே, அதாவது புலம்பெயர்ந்து வாழ்கின்ற எமது மக்களுடைய கையிலேயே இருக்கின்றது. இந்த ரீதியிலேயே நாடு கடந்த தமிழ் அரசின் அடித்தளம் அமைக்கப்பட்டு இன்று நாம் அதனை முன்னெடுத்து செல்வதற்கு இங்காக கூடியிருக்கின்றோம். இந்த ரீதியிலேயே நாம் புலம்பெயர்ந்த மக்களிடையே அரசியல், ராஜதந்திர மற்றும் பொருளாதார பலத்தை பாவித்து இந்த நாடு கடந்த அரசை நிறுவி எமது மக்களுக்கும் எமது இனத்துக்குமான விடுதலைக்கு நாம் போராட வேண்டிய ஒரு கட்டாயத்திலே இன்று நிற்கின்றோம்.
Welcome the members of our election commission who will supervise and administer voter registration and supervise and conduct the election for the transnational government of Tamil. First, I'd like to introduce Mr. Vijay Singham, who is a former advisor of European Union in New Delhi. Also Sloan Workers Congress. He's also a former governing council of the University of Jaffna. Introduce Mr. Ivan Pedro Pillai. He's also a retired senior executive with Royal Dutch Shell Oil Group in London. He's a retired chairman of Tamil Writers.
ESC, MSc, FCA,
Mr. Balasundram, who is here today, is a retired AGA, Sri Lanka. I'd like to get him to the front and speak.
Nation of this transnational government of Tamil. What are they thinking about us? And what should be our response to their thinking? Friends, I was not rudely surprised, but it was just there that this is an organization of tigers who do not have weapons. So, this is not an anti-Sinhala organization. This is not an anti-Buddhist organization. This is an organization to safeguard the rights of decent Tamils. An answer to tell our friend Rajapaksa that the Tamils are not ready to crawl and come to you. The Tamils are ready to sit in equality with you, with all respect to you, as people who have inhabited in that country for thousands of years and would like to continue to be that as equal citizens and not as second-class citizens. With that end in view, we must try to tell the entire country, especially the Sri Lankan government, which is trying to educate everybody from the north to the south, from the east, that they would give some sort of rights, but nobody knows what those rights are. So the only group that can tell the entire world of the terrible things that are happening in the country are the groups of Tamils outside, especially in the Western world. So we have a responsibility. We have a duty, a sacred duty, to try to see that we do not continue to be second-class citizens. The Germans, the Norwegians, the Britishers, the Canadians should realize that these fellows are not terrorists, these fellows are trying to live in their respective countries as decent citizens. Let us now give them a helping hand. And to give them a helping hand, there must be an elected group of people in this country. In various countries which give the freedom of election, to represent it in the correct form, to stop this misunderstanding that the Sri Lankan government is trying to propagate, and that can only be done by an elected group. That is the very reason why I, in my humble way, had accepted this invitation to be associated with this organization in conducting this election, to have respected people elected so that they will stand up and fight for our rights.
Thank you, Mr. Kisner, for the wonderful advice. The Labour Party is one of the great
senior members of the Tamil community pulled together for this morning's ceremony at the induction.
Not all the work for the future. But talking about the governance itself, I think we ought to recognize
two young guns, Suwain and Sari, have taken the responsibility.